sugar. Oh, honey, honey, you are my candy girl, and you got me wanting you. Honey, oh, sugar, sugar. You are my candy girl, and you got me wanting you. I just can't believe the loveliness of loving you. I just can't believe it's true.
All right, welcome to the Donut Show with Jeff
And Gabe.
and Rosie. We got a guest appearance today with Little Miss Rosie, and today we have a very exciting episode of the Donut Show because we are doing the Krispy Kreme Donut Shop. So
Not just that, it's also National Donut Day.
it is June 3rd. Fuck, we fucked this up.
It is
Sixth.
June 4th. It's a very special episode because it's June 4th, which is International Donut Day.
No, you messed it up again.
June 4th, which is National Donut Day.
So we have a very special episode because not only are we doing the Krispy Kreme donuts, but it is
National Donut Day.
June 4th, which is National Donut Day. And so we went to Krispy Kreme. We got a free donut for National Donut Day. We got a free donut for COVID vaccines. And then we also, because we got a dozen donuts, we got another dozen of original glaze for $1. And then we got these super cool hats. So Rosie looks much more adorable in them than we do.
And fun fact about the hats, if you color it and bring it back, you get another free donut.
Another free donut. Krispy Kreme just basically likes giving away free donuts, and we're all for it. So
I'm all about their business model because it benefits me as a consumer. Don't understand how they're making money.
no, yeah, we were trying to figure out how to make money, and it's really impossible. So we got all of these donuts. What did we get? Like 30 donuts for $14.
Yeah, $16.
$16. We got 30 donuts. So that's a pretty good price, 50 cents a donut. Very stark comparison to our previous donut shows, which like each donut was like $3 or $4. So that they're already ahead, I think.
And I'm sure you guys just watched the little intro scenes of how they make those donuts.
Oh,
And that, I mean, that's just a feat of engineering.
yeah. So I mean, we were there, and I didn't expect that. It's been a while since I've been inside a Krispy Kreme because of everything, but we've gone through the drive-thru. But yeah, I mean, they have the whole operation right there, so it's beautiful to watch them make it. Go inside your local Krispy Kreme, check it out, get some hot, fresh donuts. We've already eaten quite a few, but we have a dozen here of their select assortment. And let's dive right in. Just original glazed, or
We already had the original glaze, but we gotta,
you gotta rate it.
yeah.
Yeah, let's have it again.
Oh, that is a crisp cut.
Crisp, very crisp. We're wondering, so on the way to Krispy Kreme, we were wondering what's the name of Krispy Kreme, so we'll tell you here in a second. So, original glazed, let's give it a shot.
You know, Krispy Kreme is just so good. Like, everyone knows what their classic donut tastes like. You know,
But what if they don't?
oh, I mean, so this might come as a shock. It's both crispy and a bit creamy.
So, I agree. I think Krispy Kreme probably has the best original glazed donut you could find in the entire world. So, I don't think that's going out on a limb. I don't think that's unheard of. But I will say that it's just, they're the perfect size, first of all. They're not too big. They're not too, much donut to eat in one bite. The glaze is just perfect, which you saw in the beginning, the glazing process. It's like a white sheet of heaven going over these donuts. And then the inside is just perfectly baked. I think it's a perfect donut.
And I think it's the only donut that you could actually describe as melt in your mouth.
It really, it's you hardly taste the, what is it called? The dough. Like it's really just like it melts,
So
which
good.
makes it perfect.
So good.
So, no surprise, original glazed, amazing. Let's do this one. I don't know what it is, but it's filled with something.
Filled with something.
Gabe will be doing the cutting today. We won't be going back and forth because I got this little girl. Okay, we got a cream. We got a chocolate frosting with like a, what's that? What is it? some kind. It's not cream. It's like
God only knows. Yeah, she just
the white stuff.
the crew there at Krispy Kreme. I mean, you can't outcompete them. They're so good. They just it's an experience.
Amazing service. There's only one here in Denver. It's down in Lone Tree, but you got to go to Krispy Kreme. Like I said, go inside. The people are super nice. You see the baking process, the glazing process, and you get great donuts.
She read our minds of what we wanted. I don't even know what this is because she just chose it for us, so I'm sure it's good. It's like a marshmallow.
Yeah, like a marshmallow filling.
I like it.
I wish there was more.
Yeah, it is a little bit, not a ton of it in there, but it's good.
I wish there was a little bit more. It's like just a tiny dab in the middle. So, leaves me wanting more.
I don't know, actually. I think we made the mistake again of not entering from the butt. I saw we both made that mistake. 'Cause I think
Yeah, but I want it in every bite. The chocolate is good. Chocolate
take bigger
frosting.
bites, Jeff.
I'm trying. Chocolate frosting is good.
I think it's time so these were one of the free donuts that we selected.
Ooh.
The Oreo.
Yes, so for Donut Day today, well, you might not see this today, but next year on Donut Day, you pick out any free donut you want. So it could be these are like the most expensive donuts, and we got it for free. So that's super awesome. It's Oreo, right?
Oreo.
All right.
I haven't been cutting down the butt. That's one of our cardinal rules.
Dude, you're totally messing it
I'm
up.
blowing it.
All right, Oreo. It seems pretty firm, and again, same amount of filling. I mean, I think that might be a repeating factor.
Oh my goodness. That is good. That Oreo filling. That is essence of Oreo.
That's a good donut.
Yeah. So they went out and captured the quintessence of what an Oreo is and combined it with the donut perfectly.
But if you had a choice between this and dirt from Voodoo, what would you say?
Did the dirt have a filling?
No, I like the frosting.
Yeah, I think this one, because the filling is just so good.
The filling, the filling's probably the best part, but I wish there was more filling. Krispy Kreme, I know you've been around since 1933, but start putting more filling in your donuts.
I'm gonna have to disagree. I think it's the perfect amount of filling.
You got some on your mouth too.
Well, that's for later.
A little later.
Where's that?
See your mouth, Sam?
Does Rosie have a donut? Which donut would Rosie want?
You don't get any donut. You look tired. Fact. Krispy Kreme, the first store opened in 1937, but these two brothers, Rudolph brothers, they started working for their uncle in 1933, and we found out he bought the original Krispy Kreme donut recipe from this, New Orleans chef. So this New Orleans chef came up with it, and when he sold it to them, he said, yeah, it's Krispy Kreme donut. But the crazy thing is that there's no meaning for the name Krispy Kreme. I tried to look everywhere. It doesn't mean anything. There's no background, there's no story, there's no history. It's just literally like the guy sold it and he goes, yeah, it's Krispy Kreme donut. And the people that bought it were like, okay. And then that's been the name for, how many years is that? Like 90 years?
Yeah, something like that. Who knows?
So yeah, that's yeah. I don't think you can calculate how many years it's been since 1933.
But there's a couple things I want to hone in on. One, it's a secret recipe.
Secret.
So there's a little bit of mystery. When you combine secret with New Orleans chef, you know there's voodoo.
Right.
So I like to speculate, because no one truly knows, that there's a little bit of juju in here that makes these donuts so delicious.
I would have to agree with you. New Orleans and secret equals voodoo. All right, sprinkle. So it looks like just a chocolate frosting with actually some glaze. It's a glazed donut with chocolate frosting and sprinkles.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that. They fully finish this one and then add the chocolate on top.
Right.
And then sprinkles.
What were the things we said too? It was like frosting,
Glaze.
icing, and glaze.
Yeah.
So this looks more like maybe an icing.
So glaze and then an icing.
Glaze and then an icing, and then sprinkles. I instantly like the sprinkles. They add something new.
Little nice crunch, not stale by any means. That's about what you would expect. A great donut.
So I think that's key. It's about what you would expect. You're not going to go to Krispy Kreme and be like, "Well, that's a weird donut I've never tasted before." It's pretty much like. Do it. We're bringing white chocolate or white milk for the first time in the show
Well, I wasn't gonna leave it white.
with some Hershey syrup. So we ran out of chocolate milk because we drink so much. But shout out to Dan and Steph, my brother and sister-in-law, for having kids and buying this Costco-sized Hershey syrup bottle that we're gonna use to make chocolate milk, because I was like, let's just go get some chocolate milk from wherever, and Gabe was like, no, we'll just use the syrup. And I said,
How much?
well, it's like the worst kind of chocolate milk, and he said, absolutely not.
True Moo.
True Moo is
Takes
still the worst.
Yeah.
We would rather have Hershey syrup in white milk than go drink True Moo.
I would choose water over True Moo. If you're expecting to see True Moo here on this, then you can get out.
I probably would as well. It's that bad. So if you're drinking True Moo now, you're crazy. Just go drink some other chocolate milk.
Are you tired?
I'm gonna go put her down. She's falling asleep in my arms.
Oop. Rosie in the background napping. Which donut is next? Seems like this one's presented.
I mean, it just seems like that's the obvious choice.
This was donut number 2 that was free.
Yes.
Cut this right down the crack. The hole, the butt. This one.
Ooh, a lot more filling. I think this is what I was looking for.
I think I've been doing you a disservice. I think I've been taking the more filled side on accident, but
Sure, on accident.
it's mine if
I remember that one episode. We can flash back to that whole bacon thing. You yelled at me. There's one side here for you, so you get the untouched.
If you jit me on bacon, I will never forgive you.
I'm gonna move this over to your side.
All right.
Hey, I'm not the one that made the donut.
I thought one of our core values here on the Donut Show was respect.
Now you've cheated me out of my Oreo donut filling. All right, so this looks more like a.
Cake batter.
Oh yeah, that's definitely like if you're mixing cake batter. That's what it tastes like.
I think this is COVID-friendly way to give cake to your kids, like at a birthday party, because this tastes exactly like a cake,
That's amazing.
but better. This is great.
So, what I said before about you knowing every donut that when you walk into Krispy Kreme, you can just assume you know what it tastes like. Not this one. This one's different. This is a really good donut. Some might say it's too much sugar, it's too sweet. Some people, not me, but some people might say that.
Some people don't believe in the moon landing, and some people. This is great.
That's a really good donut. Very enjoyable. I think there might be some repeats here. These might look like the same. No, that looks like the same. These are obviously the same.
No, I think this one's actually cinnamon sugar. This one's just sugar.
Oh, you're right.
It takes a true, like, lover of
Krispy Kreme.
donuts to be able to tell these kind of details.
Well, we already talked about your elevated palate, and now you just have elevated eyesight.
I do, yes.
So you can see the grains.
Some people like me are just born with that perception. However, I want to encourage you, you can get to my level after years of training and meditation on the art.
I don't think it's possible.
I'll tell you up front, it doesn't look as good as, I mean, it looks great, like a great Krispy Kreme donut, but in terms of mapley goodness,
This is one that I can kind of be like, I know how this is going to taste before I even bite into it.
yeah, it's just a hint of maple kind of thing.
Hint of maple on a glazed donut. That's really good though.
It's really good. I mean, that's actually more maple than I was expecting.
It's more maple.
It's a pretty strong maple flavor.
Yeah, you can smell the maple.
Yeah, I was expecting good, but not great. This is
I'm
great.
very surprised. I would almost say it could be better if it wasn't glazed.
It'd be interesting. I wish they had
Because
this.
then you would just have all the maple.
But I mean, I think it's pretty good.
It's pretty good. Well, let's do one of the sugar ones. I can't tell the difference.
This is the cinnamon sugar.
Okay, yeah.
I think it's cinnamon.
Get that right.
My reputation is on the line.
Yeah. So the other thing we were thinking is we're not sure how Krispy Kreme makes all these other donuts because when we went in there, we just saw the glazed being made. So
Yeah.
that's a question for Krispy Kreme.
I wonder if
They just turn off the glazing
or
thing.
they turn off the dropper. Because you could just, there's like that 8-foot span between where they glaze it, where it's just transferring. So you could just pull some from that rack, probably.
Right.
But like how they make these, because it's a dispenser.
Right. These would have to be different.
So they might still use that same train, but just like
Big glob.
Yeah.
That's a good question. I actually don't know how they make these. I think. How do they make those? Next episode, we're gonna find out how they make filled donuts.
Someone from Krispy Kreme can reach out. The only way we'll be able to verify your validity, though, is by you sending us free donuts.
Yeah. If you send us free donuts and then tell us how, then we're good. That's not my favorite.
It's like an elephant ear. I like it.
Maybe. That's a stretch.
It's a 2-biter. I'll take 2.
Oh, it's 1 biter. That should be another rating system. How many bites did you take as a 1 biter?
The donuts should, these don't even take up space in my stomach. They instantly turn into energy, which is used for me to eat more donuts.
True. You got a point there. Rosie, please be quiet.
You're being rude.
That looks like a
raspberry.
Raspberry, yeah.
Alright. Could be strawberry, could be raspberry.
But
But, so we get equal filling. Ooh, see this one they underfilled. There's no doubt.
underfilled. Well, yeah. See, they only got like halfway in. I'm just gonna eat that side. It's gonna be a big 1 biter.
Let's do it together as one, as a team.
It smells really good.
Wow, that smells like real
It
raspberry.
smells really
Like
good.
strawberry.
Okay, ready?
Alright, real.
1, 2. Ah. I got all that raspberry. Wow.
That's solid. That is a good raspberry donut. That's gotta be like real jelly. You could see the seeds in there.
That was really good.
Mm.
I quite enjoyed that one. You look at you.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering if you were gonna make that mistake or me. We finally have mastered wiping off.
There's the bud on this guy. You sure this is so tired?
Ooh, lemon.
Is this lemon?
This is the lemon one.
I'm excited.
Okay,
Alright, lemon.
very well filled, right in the center. Lemon filled donut.
I love lemon.
I don't smell any lemon. Let's give it a good bite.
I know it's not the best lemon filling I've ever had, but it's so good. Still, so good.
If you really like lemon, well, then you'd probably be disappointed in this donut. But if you, I don't know how to describe it. It is lemon, but it's not overwhelming.
I don't think anyone would be like, this is the best lemon filling I've ever had. It's just not like tart enough.
Right.
You get the hint of lemon, but not the whole thing.
Alright. 2 biter though. 2 biter. The one thing about Krispy Kreme is I'm covered in glaze right now. It's everywhere.
Everyone knows that you had a good time.
It's all over the table. It's all over everywhere. There's glaze all over the place.
Yeah. They can tell from your smile. They can tell from your kind of slumped over, tired walk. They can tell from your face.
Yeah. You got it all in your hair.
You've had the same speck. I hope the camera can see this on the little crook of your mouth that I haven't told you about since the very first donut.
Because you got some that I haven't told you about since the very first time. Yeah, it's right there. I'm gonna leave it there.
Thank you. All right.
That's funny that you were doing the same. I was like, I'm not gonna tell him about that.
I'm just gonna white milk it up.
No, it's alright.
Personal choice.
I'm kind of interested. Is that better? Have we been doing it wrong this whole time?
No, it's not better than like the Kroger, but there's something like over Hershey's syrup. I'm gonna go regular milk. I think
It's like refreshing.
it's refreshing. Kind of cleanses the palate a little bit.
I can see that. So we got this one. It looks like a custard. You want to go with this? Final donut.
The final donut, wow. End of an era.
Krispy Kreme episode. We've been waiting a long time for this.
We were talking about it from like the very first episode. I'm gonna give those viewers, maybe we'll put this in the Patreon episode.
Extra footage.
We are talking about doing like a glazed donut like run where we just go grab all the glazed donuts in like a 30-mile radius.
I think we'd end up with the same conclusion though.
That Krispy Kreme is. But it would be good to have that side by side so that, you know.
It would be kind of fun. Glazed episode.
Mm-hmm.
So that's another thing is it's Donut Day, National Donut Day, and both Krispy Kreme and Dunkin' are giving away free donuts today. Obviously, you see where our loyalties lie. Like we went straight to Krispy Kreme. We got there at, 6:15 a.m. Hot and fresh donuts, first people in the store. And didn't bother going to Dunkin'. I just don't, I think I've heard like now they freeze their donuts, they're not even made on site. These are made right in front of your face. And they're just not as good. Dunkin's going the coffee route. They really have abandoned their donut aspect. They're even changing their name to just Dunkin', not Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, they've betrayed their roots.
They really have. So I feel like they don't need our business. Krispy Kreme, classic donut shop, known around the world since 1937. Nobody knows what Krispy Kreme means, but it's delicious. And Donut Day, you can get a free donut. And then if you have a vaccine, you can get a free donut any day, every day until the end of 2021. We tried their assorted dozen. And so let's rate them now. Time to rate. So Gabe, I don't know if you want to say like your favorite donut. Do you have one?
I mean, in its own category, I think the glazed donut is like just the best glazed donut.
I think we can set that one aside and say the glazed donut, in our opinion, is the best glazed donut you will have or anybody makes. And we will challenge you. We want to find the donut shop that has a better glazed donut than Krispy Kreme. And I think it's just because it's so unique. You know, secret recipe, melts in your mouth, but it has like a hard glaze. It's delicious. So we'll set that one aside. It's just obviously the best.
The king of the cream.
But
Oreo.
Oreo?
Yep, that was delightful.
I'm gonna go. I think that the raspberry jam filling in that donut was really, really good, but they understuffed it. That could be my favorite, but I'm gonna go cake batter as my favorite. So it was just amazing. Everything about it. The cream filling was like tasted like cake batter. The icing on top was delicious. I love the little like circle sprinkles. Everything about it was amazing. So I say cake batter. You know what's funny though, is that literally every other donut shop we've gone to, we picked like the donuts that aren't flashy, and in this one we picked the flashiest donuts.
Yeah. I mean, they have it down. Like, I think the reason why we choose the unflashy donuts for the most part is because like all the flashiness, they lose some like quality along the way.
They do lose the quality.
But here they've just mastered the donuts that they have. I think they need to work on their filling a little bit, but like just the core donuts,
Yeah.
so good.
And we will be doing more Krispy Kreme segments because they do come out with like these donuts for 2 weeks, you know, limited edition. So I think we have to do some of those.
Little shorts.
Little shorts, yeah. Not these long episodes. If you've watched this far, you're a true fan. All right, rating out of 10. What do you think the rating for Krispy Kreme donuts is? This is big. And I actually haven't thought about it until right now, so I'm contemplating as you're coming up with a number.
I think, I was thinking about it while you were buying me time. I think if you consider everything, both like the experience, you go in there and you get to watch the donuts being made.
Experience is probably one of the best experiences.
Yeah, you cannot beat that.
Take your kids. They even had an elevated like platform
For kids.
that I almost tripped on and killed myself. But like for kids to step on and watch the donuts being made, it's pretty cool.
You get these hats.
Oh, I forgot we were wearing these amazing hats.
And then it's like, if you bring these hats in, you color them, you get a free donut. You get vaccine card free donut, donut day free donut. They're just giving away donuts, so you feel like a winner. And then the cost is not that high.
It's just a great community establishment.
On top of just like outstanding taste and the best glazed donut. I mean, I don't want to call them a 10 because I mean it's hard to go there so far, but like 9.5 is where I'm at.
9.5.
Yeah, like that's a solid A. That's a solid A plus.
That's 9.5, highest rating we've had so far.
Yeah.
I agree with you. The experience is great. The staff was amazing. I think it's the cornerstone of every neighborhood should be a Krispy Kreme. The donuts are delicious. The glazed is the best, one of the best. I will say two drawbacks. Variety. I feel like they just don't. They have Krispy Kreme donuts and they don't really like go outside the box too much. And then the filling was underwhelming. So those I have to deduct some points there. And so for that reason, the number I came up in my head was 8.2.
Wow, significant disparity. Normally we're
Pretty close. But I was even thinking in the high 7s. But I think the experience, 8.2. What is it? I can't do math.
between 8.8 and 8.9.
So 8.85?
Yeah, but our decimal place only goes to.
We're not that accurate.
Yeah. We round up here because we're American.
All right, so
8.9.
So for the final rating for Krispy Kreme, with Gabe saying 9.5 and me saying 8.2, we have an average of 8.9, rounding up, and 8.9 Krispy Kreme. So just an amazing place to go get donuts. Delicious. Gotta have it glazed. Gotta have some of these like fancy ones. Had a lot of fun going there today on National Donut Day. And yeah, thanks for joining us for the Donut Show, and we'll see you next time.